welcome to Infinity Newscast. I'm Dutch, one of your hosts today.
And I'm your other host, Waylon. For starters, this is number 1, our official first season, first episode, so this is it. We're coming to you live now from Studio G in the Media Labs of Hampshire College, in the library. The goal of the Infinity Newscast is to get people into the studio who want to make videos. So, if you want to have an imaginary battle with a giant green screen duck or something, let us know. We'll be happy to have you.
Thanks to a recent grant from the Mellon Foundation, which we love, tip our hats. We have a place here to work with some really wonderful tools. So cheers to John Bruner and everyone who made this show possible. Now, here's how we tell the news.
We don't believe in unbiased reports, so we'll be saying why we say the things we say on this show. And for now, we'll be starting with something really simple, talking about the school, because we have some nice and helpful things to share with you. Here's Ricky.
And now we're coming to you with everything you've ignored in the Daily Digest this week. Looking to get those steps in? Drop-in hiking departs from the Multi-Sports Center every Wednesday at 12:50. The Transformative Speaking program has drop-in hours every Sunday to Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. The Knowledge Commons has alumni, fellow, and peer mentoring Sundays from 3 to 9 and Monday through Thursday at 6 to 10. Just looking to get out of here? Hampshire Study Abroad applications end October 12th. January features an animal behavior trip to Chilean Patagonia and a Tibetan Study Abroad program hosted in India. For more information, reach out to the Global Education Office, and if you go on the trip, be respectful of the people you visit and of their cultures. If you want something more local, Hampshire students can join a horseback riding trip at Mount Toby Stables for just $40. Check it out October 21st. I'm Ricky Prouty, and that was what you missed on the Daily Digest this week.
The Pioneer Valley Transit Authority introduced several route changes for this coming academic year. Hampshire students are most likely to be affected by changes to the 39, which now services the Hampshire Mall in addition to Smith, Mount Holyoke, and Hampshire colleges. The new route has proven a little tricky for some Hampshire students, so we're going to clarify it for you here on the air.
On weekdays, the 39 begins its route to the mall at 7:15 p.m. and continues running until 10:35 p.m. and 11:35 on Fridays. On weekends, it runs from 10:45 a.m. to 11:50 p.m. When we asked a student about the new route, they had this to say: "No, you can't quote me."
At the end of last semester, 30% of Hampshire's staff and faculty left. With new staff and a new president, it's time for the school to ask, what's next? Hampshire began as an educational experiment funded by the other 4 colleges, and it continues to be a place of active transformation. We now take a moment to welcome our newcomers, both staff and faculty, and wonder how Hampshire's mission to be a source of alternative education will be affected.
We sat down with new Professor Lillian Hansen to learn a little bit about why she chose to teach at Hampshire. Please enjoy the interview.
Welcome to the past, where I haven't shaved yet, and to the future, where Hampshire College gets to become a brand new place with wonderful people like Lillian Hansen, who's joining me today.
Hello.
Hi. So you're a professor in the arts here?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you tell us a bit about your work?
My work, so I'm a sculptor. I came to Hampshire long ago. I graduated in '95 and moved to Dallas, Texas to do my master's work there. My sculpture is primarily deals with contrasts of hard and soft. That could kind of be both literal and then also kind of emotional. Use a lot of found object, a lot of fabric, a lot of wall space, so they're kind of talks a lot about painting as well. Yeah.
How has it been to return to Hampshire after grad school?
It's been a long time since grad school, so it feels very good to be here. I had a really good experience as a student here. I'm really happy to have the opportunity to bring some of what I've learned and how I've changed over the years back, and bring it into my teaching. And so I'm really happy to be able to do that. And I really like the program. I like the kind of education that Hampshire offers, and so I'm really excited to develop relationships with students and faculty in this environment. So.
Awesome. In the classes that you've taught since you've been back, has anything surprised you or inspired you, or has anything come up like an interesting sign to start your work here with?
Well, students they're similar, there's similarities to how students were when I was here, but then they're also different. It's a different time, and people change, and so I find that working with younger people is very inspiring just by nature of that, because people when they're younger have much more kind of fresh anticipation and inspiration towards what they're doing in their future. And so for me that's inspiring, and I like to take, I think teaching goes both ways. You teach people, but the way people respond, especially in an art environment, isn't controlled, so they, what they come up with can be a learning experience for me.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and I'm excited to have you in the art barn.
All right, well, thanks. Yeah. I'm glad you guys are in my class, and thanks.
We have some exciting news to bring you about the newest building on campus, the R.W. Kern Center.
Our wonderful sustainable study space has recently been certified by the International Living Future Institute as a living building. So it's alive, and it's one of 16 other living buildings to be certified. If that wasn't awesome enough, it is now the largest living certified higher education project in the world.
So now, every time you go to the Kern to drop off a study form, or get a coffee, or check out a prospective student tour, you'll be doing it on a historical site. The sheer existence of this building is a testament to Hampshire faculty and students' commitment to environmental sustainability.
The Kern was made with a $10.4 million grant to create a beautiful green building, but you don't need to invest that much in order to lower your impact on the environment. So here are some simple things you can do every day in order to reduce your carbon footprint. If you do end up making it big, you should throw the environment a bone. We'd all appreciate it.
First, take shorter showers. 5 minutes is all you need to get clean and ready for the day.
Second, keep the sink turned off while you're brushing your teeth. That will save you about 200 gallons of water per month.
Go vegan, divest from fossil fuels, and turn off that AC. For all you lucky kids in Merrill. When you're not in the room and you got it off, it'll save a lot of electricity. Climate change is a rising global phenomenon, and if we want to fight it, we'll have to take a little care for the environment in our daily routines.
Maybe to perk that routine up, you could go get a nice espresso at our very own R.W. Kern Center, a building that wants to make a difference. Now, from all of us here at Infinity News, we wish you a great day and dreams coming true. And if you want to get involved or stop by, we're here in Studio G, and we're out there. And peace out.